Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm 32. I have a wonderful husband, two amazing kids, and I'm moving to Tokyo. So, how did I get here? When I was growing up, I was a huge fan of the Disney princesses. But I lost interest when I hit kind of middle school and high school. At that point, I was more into anime and comic books and that sort of thing, and just kind of embracing, the ultimate nerd that I was. But even so, I still had a love for the stage and for performing, drama class in school and all of those things. But even though I loved performing, I never considered performing for Disney. So I didn't think I was really going to make a career in performing at all. I actually joined the military right out of high school. I was in the reserves, going to college at the same time. I was a computer science major with an astrophysics minor, and I managed that for about 2 years before I realized that as interesting and amazing as I found the work to be, I was miserable. And I just knew I could not spend the next 20, 30, 40 years of my life sitting behind a computer or staring at pages um, or working in that kind of an environment, which then entered the next crisis at the ripe old age of 20, 21 years old of what am I going to be when I grow up? I did end up switching to an industrial design major because I was doing a lot of crafting and building things as a hobby on the side. And I went, hey, what would be a really cool dream job? Working in movies, but as like a set and prop builder. So I started focusing on that with my degree. And at the same time as I was kind of facing all of these, struggles with all of my obligations and figuring out who I wanted to be, I really reconnected with Disney, with the movies, with the stories. Zootopia, when it came out, changed my life. I love that movie so much. I love you, Judy Hopps. So at this point in my life, I actually took a trip down to Disneyland for my then boyfriend, now husband's birthday, because he is actually a huge Disney fan himself, and his family are all big Disney fans. So we went, and I just fell in love that trip. It was the 60th anniversary for Disneyland, their diamond anniversary, and it was Christmas time. So everything was decorated, everything was sparkling, everything was beautiful. And I had just come out of some experiences with my time in the military that weren't as enjoyable. And so coming into this world where everyone is smiling and saying hello, and I mean, things are literally sparkling around you. I just started thinking, man, could you imagine living here? Could you imagine working here? How incredible would that be? But at that point, my thought was I could use my industrial design degree to become an Imagineer. So while we were down there, that anniversary was also the debut year for the Paint the Night Parade, which we watched, and I will never forget it. I still can't tell you exactly what it was about that parade that made me feel the way it did, but I'm getting like teary eyed even now thinking about it. But we were sitting like all the way back by Small World, and that parade came down and the music played, and something in me just clicked. And I turned to Stephen and I said, I have to do this. And he was like, oh, that's cute. He did not think I was serious. Sorry, babe. So we get back from Disneyland, back to Seattle, and I'm back in school working on my degree, but I cannot get rid of this feeling that I need to be performing and it needs to be Disney related. And that is how my audition journey kicked off, which led to a career that I am so grateful for, having performed at Disney World and Disneyland, California. And now this year, being able to go out to work for Tokyo Disneyland, it has been an incredible ride. And again, like gratitude is the word. I've been so grateful for every single second of it and every single opportunity. So, if you're interested in finding out more, hearing about my audition journey, or just following my life in Japan, like and subscribe, and I'll be sharing all sorts of updates along the way. Thanks for being here.